Welcome back to another episode of That Line Podcast. I am your host, DJ Sky 2 Dotty. And today we're gonna bring you another installment of Wisdom Wednesdays, thinking logically. But first, like, share, and subscribe to the Dot Line Podcast. A quick disclaimer. I have been dealing with a cold, so hence why I have not posted on my page and um, a few weeks. Been dealing with the change of seasons. I'm actually recording this video and hopefully a few other videos today. So yeah, you're gonna see, me and this fit and stuff like that for the next few videos. It's recorded the same day, but the upload date is gonna be different. I'm gonna try to stagger these videos out, but yeah, just so y'all know that, even though I was sick and I was unable to bring you guys content, I gotta, you know, make up for lost time type shit. So yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know that, and hopefully moving forward there is no drop off in content and this and third, because just in those few weeks, my viewership drop and stuff like that. But that's to be expected. I'm a new channel. The videos and content not in the algorithm like that. So that's bound to happen. It's cool though, but um enough of that. But yeah, let's get into video one of today. Wisdom Wednesday, thinking logically. While I was on my hiatus and taking my sick days and stuff of that nature, um God definitely put some things in perspective. It's kind of off topic, but just being sick, if like I'm real sick, um, it definitely do put things in perspective as far as what's really important. And I'm gonna kind of tie this into today's video, because logically speaking, if you don't have health, you don't have nothing. It don't matter what you have in your account. It don't matter what possessions that you are in possession of momentarily. It don't matter what car you're driving. It don't matter, this, that, and third. If your health is not right, all bets are off completely. There is no nothing. So I'm thankful to God that I'm healthier and I'm able to speak because my voice is kind of fucked up. I still kind of do have like a little cough, but like nothing major, like I was a few weeks ago. But um yeah, putting, God put some things in perspective, and I just feel like, we're in a day and age to where um we don't, we, like, and I have said this, I know numerous times on this podcast, where you can't decipher what's real and what's not. Everything is nonfiction, and you think it's fiction or it's fiction. You think it's nonfiction. It's like the world is extremely saturated with just fakes posing as real, and people who are not used to seeing genuine or not used to seeing people behaving logically. And they think people who are illogic is logic and people who are logic are illogic, and it does not make sense. It's such a huge disparity on what is real and what's not, which is crazy, because it is like the fact being, things that are plausible, that's real, that's logical. It seems like that stands the test of time. Me saying my name is Raymond, that's logic. That's a logical thing because it's true. Me saying that is logical. Me saying my name is Steven and my name is not Steven, that's illogical. It's simple as that. But I could present myself as Steven, and logically you say, oh, well, that's just what his name is. But, I can easily manipulate you to think something that, as simple as my name is what the fuck it is. So I feel like, us as human beings, we're easily duped into feeling as if, this is that and that is this. But hopefully by the end of this video, you can um be better equipped with dealing with people who pretty much play in like your face, as far as this, you know, presenting themselves as something that they're not, or just, being in rooms or seeing videos, whether it be online or just listening to other people's podcasts or just the radio, whatever the case may be. It's so much just propaganda. It's so much illogic, even in my day to day, just how business is conducted at my job, um how things is just being ran across the world and stuff of that nature. We prioritize shit that has no priority, or we prioritize shit that should be all the way at the bottom because we are illogic as a species. Because we prioritize money, clothes, hoes, fame over health, over spiritual fitness, over service, over being brothers and sisters keepers, because we feel as if logically thinking, having things that are temporary has more substance than things that, um when it's all said and done, that's going to be your spiritual resume. It's going to be what you present before the creator, be like, hey, here's what it is. And like God knows that, the creator knows that. So it's just, I feel like the best ways to kind of weed out people who are illogic and people who are logic, like I just said, people who are logic, people who are genuine, people who are real, what they're saying has the utmost substance. And not to contradict myself, I know, again, we live in a day and age where things are extremely saturated, that, people lie and it seem like the truth. But things have to have validity. It has to have real impact. It has to be relatable to what, you're saying. I know, like I just said, with work, um, it's people who come there and they say this, they say that, but it's so much on the back end that's not being, you feel me, like observed, it's not being taken care of, it's not, and a lot of people don't pick up on that. With me, I have a very, very detailed perception. I have a very, very detailed spirit. So it's almost impossible unless, you just operating on the very, 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 very low negative vibration, and that you're so slick that it can get past me. But pretty much from family, friends, you cannot bullshit me. It's almost impossible to bullshit me, because even if I feel like you're telling the truth, my spirit kind of be like, hey, bro, it's something. It's something to Shorty. It's something to Buddy ass. Because it's just how like my spirit is wired. I have too much experience traumatically dealing with poor, you know, poor spirit people that I have to, you know, hone in on everything that like you saying, I have to hold you accountable for what you saying and how you saying, and if like I said about like work, if you're in position of leadership, it's a lot of um illogical decisions being made with leadership that comes to like my job. And I know running a business is something that I have never done, but something that I will, God willing, have the pleasure and the privilege of doing. And I feel like a lot of things that is being done at my job is extremely illogical. I feel like a lot of things that's being done within the confines of just living, just simply naturally trying to exist, from inflation to what your eyes and ears hear. Well, yeah, from what your eyes see and your ears hear, all that's being kind of like fed to you in a way that does not really have substance. That's illogical. We love to glorify things that are not plausible, that does not have substance to it. People keep asking me, hey bro, how like you feel about, dirt and stuff of that nature. And, not to kick no man while like, they're down and, we come from the same city. Um, but stuff like that is kind of bound to happen where we come from. You can kind of see certain things as just like happening in a sense, as far as this how things play out. Um, and with any situation that money is involved, that fame is involved, that public perception is involved with partners that you don't hear or see. And I'm not talking about within like your crew, I'm talking about partners as far as that got money invested into you that like silent partners of these record companies and just things that go over people's head that's not in the plain sight. It's a lot of things that go into, and it's not just him. It's been a slew of people who have had limited luxury. Same thing with Diddy. It's just but stuff like that as far as, it's been alleged that somebody in his camp, been um recording all of their conversations for the past 12 years and stuff of that nature. But again, stuff like that, where I come from in the city of Chicago and all other major cities, stuff like this is very, very common, extremely common, actually, because when your illogic meets reality and the 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 real substance of what's going on and what you're doing comes into play. Now you want to, nah, I'm not like that. Let me tell everything that I know, or you betray somebody in this and third because you're trying to save your own ass. You was thinking that logically, oh, I can hold it down. Oh, I can do this, I can do that. But you've been feeding your spirit, your mind, your being illogical thoughts. You thought logically you was able to do something that you was not mentally, spiritually, physically built to do. It's okay to have confidence. Confidence is key in the world, but never lie to yourself. Two people you should never lie to is your doctor and yourself. My mom taught me that. Taught me that. So, um, it's just so much that's going on that we don't even know that, we just feel like, oh, this is perfectly logical. And it's not. We got this election coming up and I don't vote. For those who do, as you should, as an American, that's your American right. I'm not finna spend time, harping on, oh, you shouldn't vote because oh, nah, I mean that's your American right. You should have the option. I wouldn't call it a privilege because in this day and age, I don't feel like that's a privilege to do, but it should be an option as an American citizen. But everything that I have seen has been extremely illogic. Everything, like there's not one thing that I've heard from either candidate that I've been like, yeah, you know what, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, yeah, vote for you because I feel like it just feels like it's all staged. Is this is I want to say is like rigged, but yeah, it's staged. It's almost like watching a fucking skit or a play out because it's just there's so much illogical things going on being said. Like was watching the debate. I think I might have said that on here about that. Maybe not, but I'm gonna reiterate even if I did or like didn't. Just like hearing how both of them even talk. Like, we all know how Trump is as far as he just kind of rants. You doesn't really have any substance. It's just, you know, let's just say we talking about cereal. I ate Captain Crunch, the best cereal in the world. Sold over 1 billion boxes today. You know, the biggest cereal company out there, Cheerios. Like, he say shit like that, and I guess when you just throw random numbers and you sound convincing, you sound like you're making sense, it's logical when like people hear it, I guess. Has no whatsoever substance, no logic to it, but if you say it confidently enough, if you say illogical shit enough, people logically feel like, oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. And then Kamala, um, pushing you know let's stop Trump trope, and let's turn, as like she said, let's turn like the page, from Trump and this and third. And just whenever it's just I don't really like her voice, because it sounds like she's crying all the time. It sounds like she's crying. Yeah, uh, America is such an incredible country, and you know, um, we have to stop this man Trump, from getting into office, and like it. Nah, like I wouldn't want to hear that shit for 4 years. Like that's just me though. You feel me? Like, and I feel like she's the most, I guess, qualified to do the job per se out of those two. But again, every politician is grimy. They're dirty, whether that's public or private. Dirt is dirt, whether it's underground or it's visible. Dirt is dirt. Nothing changes dirt because it's dirt. So I don't feel as if neither one of them is quote unquote deserving. But if I had to go with the most qualified, yeah, it's Kamala, I guess, because she's already vice president, and even though Trump was president, okay, like I mean, I still don't know how that happened, but okay, I guess that's kind of like I kind of see his term as being president equivalent to like being mayor of like a city, like being mayor of fucking Maywood, like literally, like that's how like I just view it. Like it's not, even though it's the highest political office in the entire world, based off of what the people in the world deem, but that's not impressive to me. But yeah, it's just so much illogic bullshit going on. Even from what you see on TikTok, like people would take a clip of something like let's say for like example, I don't know, let's say like a cat disappeared, right? Somebody on TikTok or on Facebook, we see that shit all like the time. They always be like, and it's the AI generated voice saying, "Oh, the cat disappeared because the owner was in a cartel, and the cartel caught on with the owner, and like it'd be the most left field, like bro, like really, nigga, really, like that's what happened. Illogical, illogical. Like it's just it can be the mystery of the motherfucking Cookie Monster, and it could be like the same concept. Like the Elmo kidnapped the Cookie Monster. That's why all his cookies gone. It'd be the most randomest shit, the most random theology or theory that you could come up with that's so motherfucking illogical. But it'd be people in a common sense, oh yeah, 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 that makes sense. Like, because I feel like in this day and age, if you have a platform, it's just you can manipulate it in so many ways to get views. And the views don't even have to be viewership that's positive viewership. You have never seen like at a radio station or a company, we have ratings through the roof, but these ratings are only from this demographic, or they tuned in for 1 minute and 30 seconds, a million people versus people who stayed and watched the whole program or listen to like the whole segment of the radio stayed is only 50,000 people who stayed longer than an hour and 10 minutes, an hour and 30 minutes. They don't study that analytics of it because it's just ratings are ratings. Views, likes, shares are what the fuck it is. And that's how boost boost your, like your channel, and you get shit flowing through like the algorithm and stuff of that nature. But I don't like, even though I'm a content creator, I give you guys substance. I don't just randomly post videos about shit that's not logic, because that's that's gonna hurt this channel in the long run, because eventually, because I'm not on that wave no more, because that trend has come and gone. I'm thinking logically, quote unquote, oh, okay, this is gonna last forever, but that's really illogically thinking. If I'm thinking like anything will last forever, like it's only a very, very, hey man, say hey to the world, man. Say we are back and we better than ever. This is my co-host, Milo. Say hey world. You just show nosy. But yeah, like that's not that's not plausible as far as this me bringing taking time out of my day where I can be figuring out ways to bring better this motherfucker man. But y'all know like the struggles of being a cat dead or a dog dead, or dog dead. It's like I'm saying the dog is dead. No, but seriously though, like it wouldn't make sense for me to take time out of my day. This is time that I cannot, I the time being spent making this content, I cannot get back. And I'm not doing this for um money per se. I'm not like money's gonna come with good content. I'm not gonna give you content that's so saturated, that's so misleading, that's so illogical, because I want to get money to that motherfucking bad that I'm gonna manipulate you guys or make you guys think that I'm something that I'm not. The purpose of this podcast is for me to mirror and give off the things from experiences to um real life situations and humor and comic relief. These are the kind of strong points in the billboard, bulletin board, not billboard, bulletin board material that I give to this channel, because I feel like that's what the world needs. That's what a lot of people day to day that's working a 9 to 5 need to hear. Somebody who's working a 9 to 5, who's not so high up that he forgets how the ground feels. Somebody who's grounded to give these nuggets, these words of wisdom, so that you can get through your week. I would never saturate my channel and make it illogical that you guys like, man, what the fuck is that doing, bro? You feel me? And like again, you guys have the green light comment and like nah, bro, this is not what your channel is, bro. What the fuck are you doing? You feel me? Like, because if as long as the criticism is coming from a logical and plausible place, by all means, by all means, because that's how I grow. That's how I get what needs to be sent to me directly, and there's no misinterpretation. There's no middleman. There's none of that. It's what's okay, cool. I bet. Come on, you feel me? Type shit. So it's just like the fact being, man. Like I feel like the best way to combat these illogical people and people who are trying to just fake the front and just try to just get you to subscribe to bullshit is just challenge people. Like I just said, like you guys feel free to comment outside of Pops salute you for, you feel me, always comment on all my videos. But outside of pops, you feel me? Just challenge me, challenge anybody that is speaking or has people, have your attention or other people's attention. And I'm speaking for like myself too, but like I say that because outside of the premise of losing my job, it's a situation that I'm gonna eventually speak on once more is kind of um given more plausible and more evidence, more time is being get on this current situation that's going on with my employers and a few of my drivers that I work with. I'm going to have a special segment based on that once this is resolved and stuff of that nature. But um, even with that situation that I'm talking about, challenging the owners, challenging, hey, XYZ is going on. What are you doing about that? Because I feel it as if this is not logical in which that you're doing. But again, but before that happens and this and third, more evidence, more time to see what they do. Because it's always time to correct your wrongs in anything in life. As long as you got breath in your body, you can always make things right. It may not be received how you think needs to be received, but it's always time, as long as you got breath in your body, to make things right. To be like, you know what, I fucked that up. Let me fix that. Let me take a accountability, and that's what I'm kind of getting at. Having people take accountability for being illogic, knowing once you challenge them and you see that they call it a bullshit, you know, then challenge them to be straight with you, be on point um with you, and it's just, I can't be around people who are misleading, who specialize in fake news and specialize in propaganda that specialize in negative, illogical ass shit. So um I will always challenge you to verify everything that you see here, because I have a very curious mind. If I see something on TikTok, Facebook, okay, like if it really sparked my mind, I'm researching. Oh, damn, did this happen? Damn, like that's why, like, I have the breakdowns on like documentaries on this page and stuff of that nature, because I have a very curious mind. I learning love learning. I love learning things um that are historical. I love learning things that are is happening in real time. So, verify everything that you hear, everything that you see, verify it. Don't just take it at face value. In this day and age, if you take something at face value, you bound to get disappointed, because everybody's real in according to this day and age. Nobody's a liar. Everything is 100 over 100, as my dad would say. Everything is just everything all the time. Okay. All right. Okay, cool. So that's what you're up against as far as this day to day. People playing in your face, thinking shit is sweet, thinking that you're not gonna think logically of the illogical bullshit. So you gotta be on point. You gotta challenge people. You gotta make people make sense. For real, for real. I mean, if we can come to a agreement of what you're doing and what you're saying is logical, by all means, I'm gonna shake your hand and be like, okay, you won, you won that one, no problem. And you have to be woman enough and man enough to, admit that, okay, cool, you was right, or what you're doing is plausible. But typically, and I'm gonna say this about that. Typically, a lot of shit that's illogical and you're challenging people, typically, you know, you don't have to. because it just makes perfect sense. And I know there's so many different variations on what's like, again, the world is so saturated. Everybody real, nobody's fake. And people will throw, so many different like, combos to kind of keep you at bay mentally, but at the same time, if you're thinking about the situation constantly, and then more is being added to it, eventually shit doesn't like, nah, you just said this didn't happen, that, like, wait, nah, like, it's eventually, again, they're gonna get caught up in their bullshit, because it's hard, it's extremely difficult to keep track of the lie. The truth don't change. A lie, you man, like, it's hard to keep track of, like, your lies, because it's just like it's one after another, and people gonna be like, nah, but you said this, and then the proverbial no, like that's in every narcissist, every motherfuckers who try to play in your face his favorite thing. No, bro, it's not, nah, that happened, and nah, bro, like, yeah, so that's why I say challenge people, because eventually they're going to get caught in their bullshit. So I leave you guys with that to digest, and that to let sizzle in your spirit, as um what's my country Wayne, as would say, let that sizzle in your spirit, so I hope something was said on today's episode to help you get through your week. And again, we're gonna be bringing, me and my furry co-hosts are gonna be bringing you as much content as possible, as much as humanly possible. So hopefully I don't have any more sick days, or any more moments of content being kind of halted. But who knows what the future may lie. Only thing we can plan for is right now, right, Mia? Right, Mia? Mm. All right, you guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of y'all week. And this is DJ Sky Tudati and his furry Sean Milo. We signing off. Peace.